Hi,
Hi,
how are you?
I'm very good, especially after the concert I've just listened to.
What did you think of it?
I think it's an extraordinary privilege to be able to hear music in the setting for which it was designed and the ability to connect with the performers in such a deep and meaningful way.
And have you been to live at yours before?
Yes, I've been lucky enough to come to most of the last two series, and it's always a surprise, it's always a pleasure, and it's always an exploration which is very different to my previous musical experiences.
And what do you think of the artists that are performing for live at yours?
Well, you know, one of the few upsides of COVID, I suppose, as well, is the ability to be able to have really internationally renowned artists, usually of Australian background, but to be able to perform for us back here. And, you know, I really appreciate the fact that someone's actually done the work to create an opportunity for that to happen, both for the artists and for me.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. And we hope to see you soon.
I'm looking forward to the next one.
Ich will den Boden küssen, ein Eisstieg ist mein, ein Eisentränen ist nicht die Erde sie. Ich will den Boden küssen, durch Regen in Eis und Schnee, mit meinen Eisentränen ist nicht die Erde
Welcome to Live at the Liblings. Firstly, thank you to David and Sandy for hosting us. And thank you for you all being here, because this is a very special concert. You know, when we think about music of Schubert didn't actually hear much of his music performed, and the music that he performed himself or heard would have been in a setting exactly like this. Unfortunately, it's very uneconomical to do this in this setting these days. So people get ripped off with expensive tickets going to the City Recital Hall if you want as good performers as Andrew Goodwin and Daniel Dvorak. And they have a very faint experience of what this music was like. Same with Chopin's music. Chopin's music gets played in all these huge halls, but it wasn't meant for huge halls. He didn't like them himself. He never performed in big halls. He actually stayed away from them, unlike his friend Franz Liszt, who revered the big hall and had this romantic vision. So, because you've chosen to come to Winterreise, it sort of says that you have a bit of a masochistic streak in you. It's 1 hour, 10 minutes of sadness, loneliness, and pain.
Thank you.
Given the state that the world is in, I think it's very appropriate. You know, you can only feel better afterwards. There's a battle constantly between hope and despair. It's about, I think it's post-romanticism, because the romantic would have somewhat a happy ending or a hopeful ending. This doesn't. And this